you've seen a few of my videos, I work second shift. I work 60 miles from home, and a lot of times if I have to work second shift and come back in the next day on day shift, I just stay out in the parking lot. And so I just take the dog cover off, and I throw a sleeping bag in there, and I camp out in my truck. I've got all my blackout curtains in here, back windows, and covers to put on my windows. It's okay, it's not too bad. I can't stretch all the way out, and it's really tight. And so I've been trying to figure out if I can do something better. And after last week, and I'm going to tell on myself here, a little funny story, a little embarrassing, but hey, if you can't laugh at yourself, don't laugh at others. But had to spend the night on the job. I stopped by this restaurant that I like, and I picked up some pot roast to go. Got to the job, went to settle down in the back to eat it, ended up spilling the container and gravy all over the sleeping bag. So I had to clean it all up, flip the sleeping bag over, put some stuff down so that I could crawl in it that night without getting gravy all over me. About 4 o'clock the next morning, I woke up because I had to use the restroom really bad. And I keep some of these in the truck. It's called Brief Relief. And it's a little chemical bag that you can urinate in and toss it out when you're finished. It absorbs, it's got some chemicals in it, absorbs all the fluids and hards it. So of course, the cab being so small, I wake up and I stay in my clothes when I'm sleeping in the cab there. So I wake up, I've got to get up on my knees because there's not enough headroom to really stand up or do anything. I don't feel like coming outside. And what you do with these bags here, you open them up and you squeeze them to open the bag in the bottom, and everything, and it goes down that little hole there. You just simply drop your manhood in there and do your business. Problem was, I was half asleep, and I opened it up, but I didn't pop it open, which means this was still sealed. And how I realized it was sealed is when my inner thighs started getting very warm. Yeah, it had overflowed, went all over me, the sleeping bag, and I decided, well, luckily I keep my get home bag in whatever vehicle I'm driving. So I had extra clothes, I had things that I was able to clean up, all that, but I finally decided I have got to do something different, something where I can stretch all the way out, something that if I have to go to the restroom, I can actually sit up and do my business. So I had this pop-up tent I bought several months ago, and realized the other day it's 4x8. Same surface as a piece of plywood. So I went out, bought a piece of plywood, stuck in the back of the truck here, and I bought these mats to go down on the plywood, throw my tent up on there, throw the sleeping bag in there, and it's camping. I'll be snug as a bug in a rug. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it, and hopefully this afternoon, if I do have to work tomorrow, I haven't heard yet, I'll set everything up and you take a tour into it. But like I said, you learn from your mistakes. I'm going to make sure that incident never happens again. So anyway, hope you had a good laugh, hope you learned something, and hope you have a great day. Just pulled into the parking lot out here at my job, and I'm going to go ahead and start setting the tent and everything up in the back of the bed and see how long it takes. All right, well, took 17 minutes, and I stopped and had to do some other stuff in between that, so I could probably narrow this down to about 10 minutes to get things set up. Big thing will be when I break it all down in the morning, but let's take a tour. All right, nothing fancy. I've got my sleeping bag, my pillow, I've got heat if I need it. I got a little battery operated fan that runs off a power pack that'll help circulate the heat in here. I've got a little lantern for my light. Hang on. Yeah, a little lantern for my light. And bathroom needs in there. but pretty freaking comfortable. I don't run my heat all night. What I do is I'll turn it on, and once it gets warm in here and I get settled into the sleeping bag, I'll shut it off. A little ladder there to crawl up and everything. These mats make it nice and soft in there. If you notice, this is they call it a 3-season tent. It's actually a 2-season tent, but pop-up tent, actually love it. But it's not really that waterproof. If you're caught out in the rain with it, it probably will have a tendency to leak. So what I did is I threw a tarp over the top of it. It'll help keep the little bit more of the cold out if it rains. This will help block the rain, but it's not just to rain tonight. I just got it tied off to the corners of my truck. I've got magnets holding the sides down so they don't blow up. But I'm pretty happy and impressed. And we'll do a third video tonight when I get settled in. So in a couple weeks, I actually have to come out here to work for several days, and this is what I'm sleeping in, and I'll be quite comfortable. Just another update. It's quite windy tonight. We've had winds in the 20s, it gets up to 30, and kind of see the tent puffing in and out, but I'm not getting any drafts at all in here, so that's definitely a good thing. And it's 42 degrees out. Since I've gotten in here, the temperature has actually risen just after my body temp, so I doubt if I'll be turning on the heater at all tonight. May have to do it in the mornings. It's supposed to be like down to 35, but we'll see. Got the tent down. I woke up at 5:30 this morning, got dressed, and rolled up my sleeping bag, my sleeping pad, got everything out, stored in the trunk, put away my tarp, got the tent folded up, packed away, and it all took about probably a little less than 25 minutes from the time I woke up. So and I slept pretty damn good last night. Really did. It was nice to be able to stretch out, roll around. But a couple things I'm gonna have to do is put a different tarp on here. The tarp I had on there was more of a rain fly, and the light was able to get through real easy, so I'm gonna put a darker tarp on there. Also, the traffic noise right out here, every now and then, the loud truck or motorcycle would go by and wake me up. So I tried putting earplugs in, but when I did, I couldn't hear the alarm to my phone. So what I'm going to do, I used to have one, don't know what I did with it, but it's an alarm, a wrist alarm, and it's an alarm that you wear like a watch, but it vibrates really hard to wake you up. I'm going to get one of those immediately, so next time I camp out here, I can put the earplugs in, and shouldn't have to worry about the traffic either. But nice, peaceful night, got plenty of sleep, and was really surprised at the tent also how well it did out here, because it's really a summer tent, but held my body warm pretty good in there, and didn't have it got quite windy last night, didn't feel a draft at all come through. One last thing before I go, this large box back here just has some tools and things like that in it. I want to clean that out and use that to store all the camping stuff I had in the bag back here. Only thing I won't be able to store is a piece of plywood, but the rest of it I'll have in there, and that way next time I gotta come out here on the job overnight, I can just jump in the truck, crank it, and go. Don't have to worry about gathering all the supplies together.